and it's not giving me. I said he could write a check to the cheerleading organization, and he will not. He will not put any effort into helping me with these children. All he wants to do is take them from me to hurt me. Like, that's all it's ever been.
Welcome back to Courtroom Chaos. Jesse says Amanda cut off calls, visits, even birthdays, while she claims it's about safety. At a motorcycle wreck, a teen son spiraling, and a judge who hates self-help parenting. Buckle up, this one gets messy. Subscribe, like, and share for more breakdowns right here today.
Hey, Jesse, what's going on that you need relief from the court?
I can't see my children. I can't call them on the phone. My oldest son, RJ, has, in the last month or so, has stolen a pair of shoes from me. He stole a very expensive Xbox controller from his grandfather about a year ago. I just don't understand why I can't even call my children on the phone because I got a motorcycle accident.
Okay. Why is Amanda not allowing this? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
You haven't talked to her about it?
She told me that. Sorry, say that again.
Okay, you're breaking up. Say that again.
Last I knew, well, for one, I can't even talk to him on the phone. Two, my oldest son is now completely lost respect for me. He's stealing now. He's using marijuana. I don't understand why I can't simply just call my children to tell them I love them or happy birthday on their birthday or Christmas, Merry Christmas on Christmas. This is all based on her wanting child support. She wants payment, and she's done all. This has all happened because of that.
Are you behind on child support?
Yes, on my other two children, yes, I'm about $1,000 behind. I'm paying, but I'm behind from the wreck.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're paying your current support, though?
Yes.
Okay. Well, these are independent obligations. I mean, one doesn't necessarily cause the other not to take place. What are you seeking here today?
My children to come back and live with me. I know that it's a concern that they won't be going to the same schools because I live in Towanda, but that's not a problem. Never has been. I'll transport them myself.
Okay. So has Amanda reacted at all after receiving your motion, Jesse?
No. She says I can't even talk to them on the phone because she works every night and every weekend.
Who's watching the kids while she's working?
I have no idea.
She's entering the meeting right now, Judge.
All right, join with audio, please, Amanda Nix.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, sir.
We're now 9 minutes past our scheduled start time. Amanda, why weren't you on at 10 o'clock?
Because I had Zoom on my phone, but it offloaded, so I had to re-download it, and I didn't know I needed to re-download it. And I just got it downloaded and signed in. I'm so sorry.
The ground that we've covered, Jesse says he's not getting any rights with his kids, that you've cut off phone contact, personal contact. Is that true? Okay, you muted yourself.
Your Honor, I have cut off contact under the only circumstances that he is under investigation right now for an incident with one of his children. And I am not comfortable sending my children with him with what he is being investigated for at the moment. Like,
Correct.
Well, you're going to have to
I
give
don't
me
know.
more than that.
Okay, he has two older children. One of them being 16, one of them being 21, and the 16-year-old has come to her mother and told her about incidents when she was littler of her father touching her inappropriately and doing inappropriate things to her. And there is an open investigation right now over this. I had to take my children in to talk to a detective and to a specialist to see if they have been touched. And I'm not comfortable sending my children, especially my daughter, to him if these allegations are true. And I'm not saying they completely are at the moment, but I am not going to risk my children being in that situation due to I'm a mother, and no parent would want to send their children to a situation where something could happen like that. Like I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Court orders would be a start.
I've been waiting for the investigation. She said it would only take like a month or two, but I guess there is a new detective on the case. I just talked to Jesse's ex-wife, who is the mother of his other two children, and she said they put a new detective on the case and they are still investigating him, but there's some other things they need. And I know it's not a closed investigation at the moment, or he hasn't been prosecuted, but no parent in their right mind would send their children somewhere where someone's being accused of these things, especially their own father.
Here's the legal punch. You don't get to unilaterally suspend a parenting plan. Even scary allegations in another case don't automatically erase court-ordered visitation, especially with no findings yet. The judge's focus is enforcement and the kid's relationship with dad. Would you demand supervised visits anyway until the investigation is closed?
When allegedly did these things that are being investigated happen?
His daughter is 16, and she has not had contact with him in like 4 years, which she just felt comfortable enough knowing she don't have to see him again to come to her mother and tell her these things. But she said it was happening to her from like the age of 6 or 7 all the way up till she was 11. And this is his blood daughter. Like, this is his daughter.
Your Honor, the detective's name is Sarah McKee, and she said she's more than willing to help me in any way she can. So I'm sure that if somebody wants to talk to her about the case, and they can call her.
Okay, well, that case isn't currently before this court. What this is a domestic action, a family law action in which court orders have been made to allow the constitutional right of the father to parent to actually take place. And Amanda, it seems like you throw up roadblocks every time the court establishes orders. Then you come up with something that supposedly and has not been confirmed happened to some other child, not of your relationship, to cut off all rights, not only with the daughter, but also with his sons.
I have not cut off contact with them. My sons have cell phones, and he has their phone numbers. He can call them at any given point in time. I did not block them from their phones. I did not, nothing. He is more than willing to call them, to get a hold of them, but he does not try to. I gave him the children every other weekend like I was supposed to until of this incident occurred. And I don't know how anybody in their right mind could send their children off to somewhere where these are allegedly this has happened. Like, I don't know how that is okay in any parent's mind. Like, true or not true, if he is being accused of this by his own daughter, I do not feel comfortable sending my children there. That is not in their best interest to go with him, even on top of them not wanting to go already. Like, it just adds on to it, and I do not feel comfortable doing it. I cannot send my children to somewhere where they could be molested.
Well, this court has also had experience with false accusations that that never were proven to be the least bit meritorious.
I have
So I
not.
also know about that too. And you know, I think it's also significant that this is not a child of this relationship.
It is my children's sibling. It is his own blood. They are close to their sister. Not being my own child or not, if it was your child, would you send her? Like, no way. There is no way you would send your little girl to a man who is being accused of molesting his own daughter.
Okay. All right. And what about the boys?
Boys, or like, it's a child.
Oh, okay. All right. So because this accusation is made, you feel like you just have a unilateral right just to cut off all visitation
I mean,
contact with all
as
of
a
your
mother, yes, I feel like
I do
that's
not
my
agree,
duty.
Ms. Nix. I do
That
not
is my
agree.
duty as a mother to protect my children.
I do not agree.
It's not to protect my children.
You can protect your children, but there's not even any showing here that your children are at actual risk in any way. There's not even an accusation that he's even done anything to your children.
It doesn't matter if it's my children or not. He
Okay,
has touched
all right.
his
Well,
daughter.
we're not going to argue this out. There are existing court orders, and the court intends to enforce them. Ms. Nix, I've told you this before, and I'm going to tell you again. If you can't manage the role as a custodial parent, then Jesse can be their custodial parent, and we'll see how he works
He can
with
molest
you.
his children. That's what you're going for here.
Is there any confirmation whatsoever that there's a credible claim that he has molested any of these three kids ever?
It doesn't matter what kids it is. If
Okay.
he molested a child in general,
Okay. All
that
right.
is not okay.
All right. I can see what
Are
you're
you
advocating.
condoning him doing this?
All right. Jesse, what are you seeking here as far as relief is concerned?
For my kids to come back home, so I can
You
again
mean to be a custodial parent?
Yes, I can again prove to them that I'm a good father again. Just because I got in a horrible motorcycle accident and I'm from Topeka doesn't mean I'm a bad father.
Well, I'm trying to determine from your attached parenting plan exactly what your parenting plan calls for.
For me to one, be able to see my kids again. I haven't seen my three youngest in 2 months now. For just for them to understand that I am still the good father that I was before motorcycle wreck. There's no reason why they can't answer a phone call when I'm calling their phone, not their mother's phone. I don't know. I've done everything I can to be a good father. It is in me. I strive to be a good father, and I can't even talk to any of my children on the phone now because I got in a horrible motorcycle wreck.
Okay, so you're living where right now, Jesse?
Honda.
Okay. And the kids are in El Dorado?
Yes.
They're not very far apart. You're supposed to be meeting at the Quick Trip in El Dorado to exchange, correct?
Yes.
Well, there's no motion to even alter the current parenting plan, which I know calls for every other weekend visitation with all kids. Court specifically said in March that the kids must go. They don't get to unilaterally decide that they don't want to go. They're entitled to a relationship with their father, and the father is entitled to a relationship with them. There probably needs to be some sort of professional intervention in this situation. There needs to be some family therapy where everybody sits down and as a family, this gets sorted out. This is not the way things are supposed to work.
Did you catch that leap? Amanda jumps from open investigation to he can molest them, then argues a 15-year-old's rights to block dad. Meanwhile, Jesse admits he's behind on other child support and blames a wreck. This is pure credibility warfare, and the judge is clearly losing patience on this record.
I noticed the concern you have, Jesse, about Amanda using meth again.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda, could you pass a UA test right now? She seems to be non-responsive. So
I didn't hear you, Judge. If you said something, I'm sorry.
can you pass a UA for drugs right now?
Yes. I've been clean since before I got my children back, Your Honor. Like, I take care of 3 kids 24/7 all day, every day. It's not something I want to do by myself. I would love for them to have an active father, but he isn't active once you give him the part. I don't know how to prove it, but I could follow him around with a camera every time he has him. But he doesn't come to their games. He doesn't know about their practices. He doesn't show up to anything.
Do you tell him when these are?
Yes, and he has access to everything himself.
I'm sure you're on.
He has came to 2 of Jaxus's football games that happened when he was still in football. But Jaxus and Pixie are both in wrestling now. And he wouldn't show up unless he had the kids. Like, he doesn't show up to support them unless he has them physically in his care. But he doesn't get involved in anything else. He doesn't ask about schooling. He doesn't call the school. He does nothing with the children. And when he has them, he sits in his bedroom at his home and doesn't even do anything with them. Like, they don't want to go with him. And I'm pretty sure my son is 15 and he is of age to speak for himself or have his opinion be heard. And if I would be able to do that, he would let you know how he feels exactly. Like, he puts on a good act. Yes, he does. And that's how he had me manipulated for 12 years. But I'm not saying this just because I want to be evil towards him, because I would love for him to be a great father and I would love for him to help with the children. But he has no financial responsibility towards them. I've asked him to help me pay for their sports, and he told me that he will never speak to me about money and he will never give me any money. And it's not giving me. I said he could write a check to the cheerleading organization, and he will not. He will not put any effort into helping me with these children. All he wants to do is take them from me to hurt me. Like, that's all it's ever been. I don't know what else to do here. I love my children with all my heart, and they do not want to be with him. I don't know how to show you this or what it is I need to do, but he is not a good father. He has never been a good father. He has 2 older children he doesn't even care to get a hold of. Why is that? Why doesn't he talk to them children? Because he has allegations against him towards these children, and he knows that, so he just keeps his distance.
Of course, my concern here is the children from your relationship.
Correct. If he's such a great father, though, why can't he be a father to his other children? He's just going after my children to hurt me. He knows my kids don't want to be with him. He made a whole bunch of accusations in his paperwork he turned in. But nothing he is saying is getting talked about because he just does it to get a court date. Nothing in that is true. It says he hasn't seen his kids since April of 2024, which he just said he's seen his kids 2 months ago. Like, I have not cut off contact with the kids getting a hold of him or him getting a hold of the kids. But that's only because I knew he wouldn't do it. Like, he doesn't try to.
First of all, Amanda, I'm going to order you to have your kids unblock their father from their phones.
I just said he's not blocked on their phones.
All right. I
Never
think he's
has
under
been.
the impression that he is.
He's blocked on my phone because he contacts me over and over and over and over, and I don't know what else to do. I don't want to argue with him and fight with him, so I block him. So there's no argument.
Yeah,
he wants to talk to his children. He can call his children.
Yeah,
he chooses
those are
not
great
to.
lines of communication when you block the father of the children from your phone.
Well, he has earned that place with me. I don't know what.
Jesse, can you call your kids directly?
No, I cannot.
Why?
She works every evening and every weekend.
Well, no, wait a minute. I'm asking you about calling your kids directly.
Yeah, I can't call RJ's phone.
Why?
I cannot call him from a man's phone. No,
That's by his own choice, Your Honor. Like,
Mhm. He needs to unblock his father.
I mean, I
You
can't
need to make sure that
force
happens.
him to talk to somebody. Like, he's 15 years old.
I'm not forcing him to do anything except not to block his father from his phone.
He doesn't have that right to do that.
No, he does
It's his phone.
Does not.
It's his
Does
opinion,
not.
his voice. So you're telling
He
me
turns 18, he can call his own shots. Until then, he can't.
so he has no voice, he has no opinion.
What child has a right to a phone?
The child
Have we
that
become so
does his
callous in our
chores and he
society?
earns it.
Well,
He
okay,
pays for his own phone. That's
Right.
his.
whatever.
I don't know why it's
simply-
whatever.
I'm just simply stating that he
If he doesn't
cannot
wanna-
block his father from communication through his phone.
You're ordering that he cannot do that.
I'm ordering that he cannot do that.
So
And that
you're
I'm
taking away
ordering
his
you to make
rights.
sure it doesn't happen.
You're taking away his rights.
He doesn't have a right.
He does have rights.
phone.
He is a human.
Okay, we're not going to argue about this.
Well, I am arguing about it because my 15-year-old is not
Amanda,
just a
you are
nobody.
dangerously close to this court simply granting the relief that Jesse is asking for and just retaking custody. We didn't have these problems when he had these kids.
We did, though. He blocked all communication with me. I never spoke to my kids in a year and a half because of him.
Well, and I think
I called every single night.
your involvement with drugs had a lot to do with that.
Okay, Your Honor.
I mean,
I send my kids to him and let him molest my children too. And then what? What do we do from there? I have to wait until it happens to
do you
them
have any
before I can save
credible
them.
proof that he's a threat in that manner to your children?
So I have to wait until it happens to
You're
my
saying
children.
somebody else has made an accusation, which is being investigated. The investigation is not complete, and there's been no findings.
You don't know that. We don't know that because it's still an open investigation.
Do you have them?
Do I have what?
Do you have any proof? Is there any report? Is there any finding made by a social services agency or anything else that this is?
I mean, would you like his ex-wife's number so you can talk to his daughter, who he did this to? No, because you don't want to talk to the victim.
I'm dealing with the children in this case only.
Which are the siblings to that child.
Okay. Mr.
So
Nix,
just because it hasn't happened to my children yet, I have to send them until it happens to them?
at
That's
this
what you're
time,
telling
the
me?
court will just simply order that the existing orders of parenting time be enforced and be followed.
Can they be supervised? Can we add that in until this investigation's over?
No.
So just send my kids to go get.
That's something that maybe you should have talked about with Jesse a long time ago, but apparently
there's no
you
talking to
cannot
Jesse.
communicate.
He will not speak to me. I have tried communicating with him. I have tried texting him. I have tried talking to him in person. He will not communicate with me. He turns his head the other way and ignores me every time I try to speak to him.
I'm sure, Your Honor.
No, it's
I don't know
not. You
what
can ask
your
his
folks'
girlfriend.
financial resources are, but what really needs to happen is that there needs to be some sort of family therapy here. There needs to be a therapeutic environment where the kids can sit down comfortably with a mental health professional, a trained professional.
They are all in
Need to
therapy.
be talked through.
They are all in therapy,
As a group.
and they have been talked. The therapist talks to them about their father.
I'm talking with their father involved in it.
I mean, if he would ask questions or if he would get involved, he could be, but he's not. He doesn't care to.
Jesse?
He'll say he does, but
So the kids are in existing therapy at this time
yes, they have been.
with
South Central.
She won't even talk to me about their well-being. She won't talk to me about. I didn't even know Pixie was in gymnastics again.
She's not. Nobody said she was. But you just keep making things up and it's not true. I have text messages that show that you will not communicate with me. I have recordings of you not speaking to me when I'm trying to ask you about the children and their extra activities. You refuse.
The only thing that Amanda has tried to communicate with me was wanting money out of me, and that was it. And I told her I will not talk financial discussion with her because everybody knows that she's only after child support. That's why she's doing this.
That has nothing to do with child support. I asked you to pay for your daughter's cheerleading registration fee because I paid for everything else, and you refused to. You've refused to help me with anything within possible. I've had them for 3 years now, and I've paid for every single thing possible, and I have asked you to help without going after child support for you, and you refuse to do anything for these children. If anything at all, you refuse.
How much per month, Amanda, is he supposed to be paying currently?
There is no child support order.
Okay.
Like, we have agreed to that he's supposed to pay for extracurricular activities and I think medical expenses or something if they didn't have insurance is what the divorce papers say. But he does not pay for anything. He has not given me or the kids $1 in over 3 years. I asked him to buy our child pants last winter, and he refused to, told me he wasn't going to spend money on clothes for them.
I never said that.
I could show you receipts and everything that I have paid for schooling, extracurricular activities. I have paid for every single thing without a single help from him, and he refuses to help.
All right. Since apparently both of you lack financial resources to be able, in this court's view, to pay for professional intervention, this court is inclined at this time to order a Butler County Court Services officer to do an investigation in this case and to make recommendations to the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm not altering any existing orders. I'm not letting you off the hook, Amanda, regarding your responsibilities to make these kids available and to have them at the exchange points when the court orders. I'm sure you'll be contacted by your court services officer. Now, I think I have Jesse's current address on Beaver Drive in Towanda. Correct, Jesse? Yes. Okay. I need an address and phone number for you, Amanda.
The same one you sent the paper to. I've been here for 2 years.
North Washington?
Yep.
Okay.
Lot 4.
Okay. Fair enough. And I need a phone number for you.
Same phone number that's on file. Been the same
What's
for
on
5.
file? I mean,
316-883-7129. It's been the same for 5 years.
883-7129, and that's reflected by paperwork that you filed?
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, you'll be contacted by a court services officer here in due course. We'll consider those recommendations, taking into account what might be in that report, and we'll consider that regarding any future modification of orders.
Final move. The judge enforces the existing parenting time orders, refuses supervised visits, and warns Amanda she's risking custody if she keeps blocking contact. Then he orders a court services officer investigation and recommendations, setting up a future modification fight. If you want part 2, like, comment, and subscribe right now, everybody.